What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Let It Be Known. I'm Darren Randall. We back with Lamar, and we just So first off, we got to talk about some NBA. First off, we had to fight back-to-back fights, and what do you think, Lamar? It's starting to get back-to-back old school basketball.
Man, these fights have been crazy. It's been shocking just because you see nothing like it, and it's been happening so much throughout like the past few weeks. It's like all in one kind of one span. So I'm just like, damn, why everybody fighting all of a sudden? Everybody want to be aggressive right now, but I don't know. But it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny to see these players are going at it. It's kind of bringing more fans. So I feel like watching the game. And you even see like teams that's not even really that relevant fighting. You know, you got the Magic and the Pistons going at it, or whatever. I forgot who they was fighting. Oh, I think the Nuggets or whatever. But yeah, it's pretty funny though.
Right, you had Austin Rivers yesterday. The day before that, you had Donovan Mitchell. And then also yesterday, we had breaking news from Kyrie Irving. And breaking news from Kyrie Irving, he just actually requested a trade request. And I thought it was kind of funny because you remember he ended up signing that little. I think he signed a contract in the summer. And at first he was trying to leave, and they kind of settled it down. At first the Lakers were a hot contender, and KD was trying to get up out of there also. But now you got it from Kyrie. He just requested a trade request. And so it was been reported that it has nothing to do with money. So even if he's offered the max contract, he's not going to be accepting it this offseason. So what's your thoughts on this, Lamar? Do you feel like Kyrie's in the right? Kyrie's in the wrong? You feel like he's being a drama queen once again? Because you know that he's been had this narrative painted on him. And now here he goes once again.
This definitely makes him look like kind of like more of a drama queen, just because it seems like every team he goes to is always something. It's always something wrong. After a certain period of time, he wants to leave. He's already known as kind of like not really been a leader. So he's already like I'm pretty sure he's gonna get traded. This would be kind of bad for the Nets not to trade him, just because if you don't, you have a cancer in the locker room. He obviously won't play if he doesn't, get traded. And then, like you said, Aaron, earlier, this might have something to do with, maybe how they kind of treated him over that kind of like that tweet that he kind of sent out. Freedom of speech in a sense, but he did come out and apologize, but then it was kind of more excessive about the punishment and stuff. So, so I don't know. Yeah, I think he has every right to, ask for a trade, though. It is his right to ask for a trade, and hopefully, he goes to a good team.
All right, and that's the only thing I could think of also, because he said it's not money related, and I thought maybe it possibly could be, but he's standing his ground. He wanted to get out there previously, and I don't know why he didn't get out there. I don't know why he didn't keep pressing the issue, but for whatever reason, he ended up staying, and now I think he's bringing it up. He's bringing up all the things that they did to him. They made him go through a whole rehabilitation. What is it? I can't even say the word.
Rehabilitation.
Exactly. When just like if you're on the drug, like if he was on drugs or something, he had to go through all those courses, and he went through all of them, and it took him about like I think like a month, probably like 30 days, 40 days just to get it all done. And that's crazy when it had nothing to do with basketball. I feel like one good course and a good talking to, and I guess if they wanted to throw the fine in there, I feel like that would have been enough for it, but I guess not. So I don't know what's gonna happen with Kyrie, but I want to ask YC. I want to bring in YC up in here, and
boy,
what's
YC.
up? Welcome in YC to the podcast. What's up with you, YC?
How you guys doing? How you guys doing?
Chilling. And YC, you have anything to say about this Kyrie situation?
Uh, I mean, honestly, I think Kyrie's kind of like in his feeling right now because just like Lamar said earlier, he was violated of his freedom of speech throughout the year earlier in the year. So I kind of like he's kind of like over with the team, and then he wants kind of like a new start. That's kind of what I think about it.
That's kind of what I get from it too. And what is the best? What's
Yeah.
the most realistic team are y'all thinking about right now that can actually make this trade? And who would be the best suitors? I've seen the Lakers are out there. I've seen the Suns are out there. There's a couple of teams that are real interested in Kyrie. I think all 30 teams should be interested if they could get him.
I mean, for the most part, as far as what we know about Kyrie, he wants to win and he's order. So I'm pretty sure he wants to go to a winning team. So I'm pretty sure he's going to pretty much kind of look around. But most people think he's going back to with LeBron James
Right.
with the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? But then again, you never know because we have a bunch of cap space with the Lakers that it's kind of hard right now. So kind of like have Kyrie. So we kind of have to wait towards the end of the year for that. But like I said, I don't know right now. but I'm pretty sure he wants to go to a winning team for sure.
And what about you, Lamar? How are you feeling about it? You think I know you threw out a couple teams earlier, and I would love for him to come to
No,
the Lakers. I think we all Laker fans. I didn't know YC was, but it sounds like you is. We would love to have him with LeBron team up one more time. Tristan Thompson, he thought he was coming. He thought he was going to be a Laker. He said, a family reunion back in LA. Tristan, I'm not a big goer of that. I don't want you in LA.
Nah,
But
was definitely.
you enjoy
we don't.
ESPN.
Yeah, we don't want his drama in LA. Not on the team.
No Kardashian
So with
drama, no.
Yeah. So the Kyrie thing, I didn't even know that. That's a great point. YC, the cap space issue. I would like to see him come to the Lakers too, but if not the Lakers, I would shit. Why not the? I can kind of see maybe the Mavericks. I see Mark Cuban, just him being such a great owner, making it happen. Yeah, Kyrie with Luka, that'd be nutty.
Yeah, Lamar, but then again, Lamar, but Kyrie is kind of like he like the ball in his hand, and Luka like the ball in his hand. So
that's what I was thinking. Also,
it's
I was
gonna
thinking
like,
about an ISO ball.
it's gonna be right now, which is what he had going on with the Nets, and he's not he's not playing. I mean, he's playing well, but he's not pretty much happy playing that system. So him and Luka going back out of it again, I don't think that's a pretty good fit. If you ask me personally, you know what I'm saying? But you never know nowadays.
And couldn't you also compare that to the little situation that he just had when James Harden was over there and he had two ball handlers, and we already seen how that kind of played out.
There you go. That's a good point. That's a good point.
I was gonna say maybe even too. I don't know. I was just throwing this out there. Maybe Portland trade Dame Lillard. No.
Dame Lillard, he doesn't want to leave though. That's the problem with Dame.
Dame Lillard want that bag. He want that bag. He's not trying to let go of that bag. He don't care about winning. I mean, and pretty much it comes across as like he just care about his family well-being, which is cool. But as a competitive and as an athlete, I don't really like agree to his method. But then again, you're an athlete and you have the freedom to do whatever it pleases you.
I agree with that.
Or that'd be crazy too, though. My bad. I'm throwing one more team out there. Jamal Murray and Kyrie trade. Kyrie to the Nuggets with Nikola Jokic.
I feel like you would rather
that'd be nice.
I feel like you'd rather have like remember I mentioned like a small forward shooting guard to already go with them. I don't think you would want to get rid of the point guard you got and bring in another solo point guard. I don't know.
Yeah, that's it.
I feel like they would rather have 3 stars.
I mean, I like that idea, but then again, I don't think the Nets will kind of agree with that trade because you got to remember those 2 players are injury prone. Like, you know what I'm saying? And they both have a cap history. Like they both are. I think Jamal Murray just got a contract too, right?
Yeah.
So it's a big cap issue, and they both just came back from the injury. Kyrie's a drama queen, and Jamal Murray just came back from major injury. He was off for almost a year and a half.
Right.
So I don't know if that's beneficial as far as the Nets being involved with the trade. If you ask me, you know what I'm saying.
I can see where you're coming from that. And then also in the other NBA news, though, we had last night, you seen the fight. Once another fight broke out again, this was back-to-back days. It was feeling like World Star. I'm not used to the NBA being like this. This is what we used to love when, back in the Ron Artest days, Kobe Bryant early days. But I want to show y'all this clip. Let me know if y'all can see that right now. Y'all can, not yet. I don't think y'all could. All right, there we go.
I can see.
Yeah, let's see.
Watch the top of the screen right here.
You see on the top right, you see Austin going at it with Mo Bamba, going crazy. And look, Mo Bamba, he was actually coming. He was from the bench.
Who's going first, or who?
This started. I do realize this started when Austin Rivers missed that 3. Then when he turned around, because there was a clip I seen earlier throughout social media. Yeah, I missed the wide open 3.
Right.
And when he turned around, Mo Bamba and Markelle Fultz were just kind of like laughing at him, making it like a reaction at his play, and he wasn't going for that. Exactly. He was kind of like,
go ahead.
Supposedly, Mo Bamba said this ain't high school no more. Somebody yelled that out because Austin Rivers was the #1 player in the country coming out of high school.
No, we didn't get it. I don't understand.
And right, like you said,
high school.
like you said, Lamar, he was the number one basketball player up in high school. You know, he's over there trying to go buckets. When Austin Reeves, when he missed the three, or Rivers, when he missed the three, he ended up walk. He was going back to the other side of the half court. You see Mo Bamba say some smart shit, and then you see Markel Fultz goes like this, like that, like what the fuck? You said that. And then that's when
Yeah.
Rivers ended up walking over to the sideline and got into the whole bench's face. Austin Rivers thought he was a dog taking the whole. I thought I don't know. It made him feel more like a soldier.
He
Going
was
whoop
really
his tail.
blowing about that.
It-
Right.
I don't know. He went over there by himself. I don't know. And then the fight broke out. Then the fight broke out. Austin Rivers, he wasn't going for it though. Who do you feel like was the problem in this situation? You feel like Austin Rivers, maybe he should have just let that smart shit be said and just kept going with his day, or maybe Mo Bamba should have kept his mouth shut.
Shit, Austin
I
Rivers
mean,
must.
me,
My bad. Actually, real quick, I was gonna say Austin Rivers. I don't know. I just feel like he could have definitely like just walked the other way. I mean, this is basketball. Like I'm pretty sure he heard worse, you know. But it's something maybe Mo Bamba really literally could have said that, like, because Markel Fultz's reaction kind of showed it. So maybe Mo Bamba said something crazy. You feel me? So I don't know.
Right. That could have been
I
Cap.
mean, yeah, but then again, just back to the point that you made at first, this is the NBA. Like, regardless of what's going on, you gotta control yourself. You gotta have composure out there. If you can't handle hecklers, come on now, like like you're not supposed to be in there. And on top of the fact, somebody heckling at you on the bench shouldn't even bother you. You should keep playing, and you should just focus on making your next shot. The
Yeah.
best way you can make somebody stop heckling at you is making your next shot. The more shots you make, the less I'm gonna be heckling at you. So at the end of the day, I don't even understand the whole reaction. And for him to even approach the bench was, I don't know, kind of idiotic. Like, what are you thinking about? Like,
Yeah, that's
what are
crazy.
you trying to accomplish from that?
And
Like, you think you're gonna intimidate a bunch of grown men? That was not smart.
right. And you seen
And he like
Donovan
no offense. I'm gonna say no offense to light skinned people, but he a light skinned dude too at that. Like, come on, bro. Like,
Can we
come
not?
on.
Can we not go there? Can we
My
stay on
bad.
topic?
Come on.
You,
Sorry.
you went left with it.
Hey,
My
but
bad.
Donovan Mitchell, what was I about to say about Donovan? So you seen Donovan Mitchell, he ended up getting fined. Actually, he only got fined 30,000. And WAP, remember WAP? We're talking to WAP, and he ended up saying it was pretty much gonna be in that same price range. I think it was like 25, 30,000. And he also got suspended one game. So what are y'all seeing with this situation? Will Mo Bamba get the same? Will Austin Rivers get the same? Austin Rivers approached it, but Mo Bamba actually put his hands on him first.
Bro, they
Hey,
gonna
hold
get
on. Not even,
heavy.
hold on. Excuse me. Not even trying to be off topic. I'm kind of feeling like all this player with this COVID shot is kind of acting weird. But then again, I mean, like for the last couple of weeks, they've just been fighting for no reason.
Right.
I don't know.
What do you think it
Like,
is? You think it's something like
what is
testosterone?
wrong with either that or those vaccines? Because like I said, I've been seeing a lot of like reaction from these people about this vaccine, and they were all forced to take a vaccine. But then again, I'm just probably overthinking it. So
It's
as
turning the
again,
boys
I'm
into
probably
beasts.
overthinking it. Yeah, like I said, it's a lot of weird stuff going on, like a lot of petty stuff going on, and it's like it's not needed.
Right,
And I
right,
don't
right.
think it's the vaccine, but then again, let me not, you know what I'm saying, let me not overthink stuff.
Right, right. We got a conspiracy theory. If y'all think that's good a vaccine,
Right.
let me know. I know Dr. What's his name? Dr. Fauci. I'll give him a call. But so but what do y'all think? What would it be the same suspension, the same fine as the Donovan Mitchell situation? Probably
Bro, they
just
about to
one
get some
game.
heavy. They about to get some heavy suspensions, bro. They was really swinging like for real. Like
I wouldn't say
I think
for
they
real.
gonna. I
Yeah,
I
think
don't know
they
if they
gonna.
ever
I
swung
think they
before.
gonna at
That
least
might
get. I think Bama gonna at least get like three games, and then same with Rivers. Same with Rivers gonna get like 3 or 4 games because he like antagonized it. Like he the one that like came over and like and
yeah, I feel
started
like
it. So
I just don't agree. I just don't agree with the whole. I mean, I don't understand with the whole fine, but the whole suspension with Donovan Mitchell, like he was all in his right to defend like himself as an adult, as a grown man
right.
on the court. And this is coming from a player that hasn't having a history of being dirty. Like we have several history with the player
with
that
Dylan.
used to play with the Warriors. Yeah, like he's very dirty. Like we already know about that. Gary Payton in second. He literally took his whole shoulder out last year
Yeah.
with the Warriors in the playoffs. We all know Dylan Brooks is dirty. I don't even know why they're allowing this guy to get away with like just doing bunch of whatever. I don't know what he did. This is. It's not the '80s.
And he talks shit.
You're
And he talks
2023.
shit all game.
Yeah, like this is not the '80s. This is 2023. You're playing real aggressive. Like I don't understand. For the last several weeks, you've been public for being aggressive, not making no basketball plays.
Oh,
You get
hey
paid to
Darren.
make basketball plays, not
yeah.
to be.
Hey Darren, YC agree with you too. He don't really fuck with the Grizzlies. I mean, not to say he don't fuck with them, but he be saying like, bro, they be talking too much head and they ain't do nothing.
Right. You got to back
Yeah,
that up.
not really. Like when hold on, this is my question. When the Memphis Grizzlies were ever relevant? Last time I remember they were relevant was they had Zach Randolph and
Yeah.
Matt Conley
Right.
and Marc Gasol. That's the best Grizzly career ever. I don't understand. What are y'all yelling about? Like our franchise that it?
Right. You go on 2K right now. You put all-time Grizzlies. That's what you're going to get.
That's
You
really
ain't
what
getting no better than that. It's not
literally like
no disrespect to y'all Grizzlies. Y'all got this. You know what? Y'all turned the team around. But hey, y'all got to win something. Anything.
I mean,
Basically,
please,
Grizzly
like,
fans, these dudes, Darren and YC trying to say, stop talking smack, man. If y'all ain't won nothing yet. Because and last 15 games, they were 7-8 in the West. So can't talk too crazy can't talk too crazy too soon, especially before the playoffs start.
Right. And now let's
it's
move on.
like
Go ahead. Go ahead. Finish it out.
yeah, because this is the last point. I just don't like the fact that I mean, there's nothing wrong with with being aggressive and playing with some type of like energy out there, but it's the fact that you were challenging like the NBA champion, for example, like the Warriors. You were
Yeah.
challenging like LeBron James. The disrespect that kind of got to stop. Like you got to kind of make sense of either you shouldn't be aggressive or you shouldn't be disrespectful because that kind of coming across as being kind of rude and disrespectful. It's
That
not
does
coming
bother
across as
me a
being
lot too. Yeah, when they go when they
yeah,
going
like
at LeBron James, like the guys that's been done and proved it, bro. Like you haven't done shit. It's not a respect going at it. It's like a chihuahua going at a pit bull. Shut the fuck up.
know your know your role, play
Know
your
your
role, and
role.
just
Know your role. And so I wanted to let's move on to the next sport. Let's talk about the NFL. So,
That's the fuck up. Darren crazy.
to be honest, bro, the Memphis Grizzlies. But we had this coming out. So you remember just last week when the Eagles versus the 49ers, the Eagles played the 49ers, you had Trent Williams. So the NFL fined Trent Williams $12,731 for his unnecessary roughness. And you see the play right here. This is right
that's
here.
it.
Oh,
That's all. That's all you got.
that's all he got. And I think it's respected because you seen it. He was trying to break it up for a minute and they wouldn't let
Hold
go.
on. You think that's enough? I don't think that's enough.
I think that's enough personally. I think $12,000 is all he should have been fined.
Hey,
If we
Darren
watch the
biased,
video,
though.
like we seen the video
Hey, Niner fan.
from that video, like we seen, no, excuse me, from that video that we just watched, it was intentional, and the dude wasn't even watching you. It was from the back. It was so that's like an assault. You can pretty much be arrested for such thing, but because no. Let's be technical here. Not because we in the league, we gonna find you 12,000. Like 12, I don't feel like that's enough. And I don't respect him for the fact that you Trent Williams, you've been in the league for how long? You should know better. And it's the fact that like you as a leader in the NFL is like I have no respect for that whole franchise just based off that play. Literally, like it was not needed. It was not necessary. Let me not even start with them. Like let me just keep my composure because I'm
all right. So first,
like I was saying, again, 12,000 not enough.
With that play right there, Trent Williams has been trying to get him off the defend or get off of our guy. Trent Williams is pulling him off. He wouldn't let go. So Trent Williams had enough and he grabbed him like a rag doll and said, "Get the fuck off him." It slammed the little corner down to the ground. Was it assault? Was it a little?
It is. It is assault because he was not.
Maybe he should hit the weight room. That sounds like a personal problem. That had nothing to do with Trent Williams.
It's on the back.
Hold on. That's what I'm saying. How do he even talk about hitting the weight room when I got attacked from the back?
Right. He didn't even know it was coming. Yeah, he ain't.
No.
Then when Sue. No, he did not. Go back in the video. Watch the video. Then when Sue approached him to actually telling him to do something, you start playing safe. Oh, I don't want no smoke. When it says the dude is same size as you, look at you. Yeah, go back to your video and we can break it down.
Video. We can break it
I
down.
watch film all day, every day.
I watch film. All right. So
And he really do
look
that.
in the video right here. So look in the video. So they don't have it
Real
right
Eagles
before,
fan.
but literally he gave
Yeah.
him like 2 or 3 tugs. Look. Okay, right here they only show the slam.
Now
But
go
in
back,
the
go back, go back.
Where we looking at?
Okay, press pause right here. Right here. Press down on the right here. Press pause. Just right there. Leave it right there.
You right here.
Where do you
Blow it
see
up, blow it up,
Kevon
blow it
Wallace
up.
looking at him at? Hold on. Leave it right there.
Leave
Where
it
is
right here.
Kevon Wallace looking at him at?
He's looking straight. He's not looking at Trent Williams.
Where?
He's not.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so if he's not looking at him, okay, no, that's one. Second of all, when you see those two person right there, is there a size difference or not?
There is a huge size difference.
Okay, third of all, are those two positions, do they play different position? Yes or no?
They do play a different position.
So when you say he didn't look at him, he didn't pick on the size, like you kind of just coming off as pretty much just
Right.
like I'm not gonna call you like you know what I'm saying I'm not gonna say you kind of stupid, but you're kind of coming off crazy, like you just talking.
So
Because
look,
first of all, it's still good.
so look, if you look at the video right here, so right here you only see him getting slammed. But before they was going at it, and Trent Williams gave him like 2 or 3 tugs trying to break it loose, and he wasn't letting go. So that's when Trent Williams said he had enough and he slammed him. And then that was it. But that's all you see in this
And
video.
Williams and Kevon Wallace never was going back and forth. It was Kevon Wallace was going back and forth with other players. Trent Williams came from the back.
He
He
did.
wasn't even involved in the altercation. He
I
came
can't
from the
say
back
it's
as a
right.
big
It's not-
man,
It's not
as
right.
a big man, and as a man that he think he is. Oh, I'm the big man. I'm gonna pick on somebody that's little. And instead of picking them face to face, obviously, if Kevin Wallace would have seen him coming, he would have just stood there and let him get slammed. He would have probably moved out the way. Maybe you would have thought about that. You would have probably, oh, I'm getting attacked by somebody coming at me full speed. Maybe let me just move out the way. I'm not just gonna stand there and let me get slammed. So not only that you slammed the man from the back, you assaulted him from the back. You could have got concussed.
Paul-
You know how many players that got concussed throughout the year this year? Two thing overall. We have a bunch of players that got concussed just for being hit off the head. We talk about player safety. You picking on a player that's not even the same size as you. You are Trent Williams. It's not like you are a regular athlete. You are a veteran player that's well known in the league.
That's
For the
right.
fact that you even pull that play, lets me know how low and dirty person of player you is. And you're a sore loser. And 12,000 is not enough. And you should be suspended the first couple of games coming next year. Period. That's a fact. Because you should know better. You're not a rookie. You've been in the league for almost 12 years and you get paid a handsome amount of money. You should know better. And we're in the playoffs too. So that's it. If Eagles fan or Eagles player would have trying to be antagonized with you, that would play in Philadelphia. Don't forget that. You remember that, right?
Okay.
You do realize Philadelphia is a real hectic city.
It is.
Let's just say after the game, the city would have got popping, and we would have left y'all alone, and the city would just handle y'all. Now what? It's a whole more. Like you gotta think about that. It's a hostile environment. It's the playoffs, and you going and do that type of dirty play. Come on, man.
And I think you just
As
explained it
a man,
perfectly.
I can respect you.
It's a hostile environment. The circumstances, you just lost your quarterback, emotions are going crazy. You got players fighting, and then that's when Trent Williams is just losing. Like you just said, you got the crowd going crazy. You got to remember, these guys are just human. You know, emotions start to get the best.
Yeah,
of
but as an adult and as somebody that's been in the league for 12 years, as a veteran player, and you have the captain's seat on your chest, you should know better.
Look,
The reason why you have a seat on your chest.
you can be on this earth for 40 years and go do something stupid as fuck and shoot somebody. You ain't never done that. You know,
You're
just
not
like that,
perfect. I'm not-
emotions overrush some people sometimes. But I do get you saying that was dangerous. He could have actually killed him, especially how he fell on. He could have fell on the back of his head. He could have broken
You
his
see,
neck right there.
you see how he landed though? Yeah.
Right. It was
Come on
dangerous.
now.
That was like you said, you mentioned Tua, you know, Tua fell on the back of his head like that, and he really could have lost his life. And then you getting slammed by a 300-pound lineman on the back of his head. Trent Williams does have to keep his composure. He can't be doing that. But I do understand the frustration, but I do and I don't. You know, you could have threw him, you didn't have to slam him.
Darren, do you
There's
agree that Trent
consequences for
Williams?
the frustration.
You
In this
said-
world that we live in, there's consequences for your frustration.
There is consequences, and that was that $12,000 fine right there.
And you know, guys know that's not enough. But hey,
He won on the
Hey,
text.
it is
Darren.
what it is.
What's good,
Hey,
Lamar?
Darren. Do you think that that Trent Williams should be suspended for like the first 2 games of the season next year, or any games next season?
So at first he was
For
just
that?
contemplating retirement. He didn't even know if he was going to come back and play or not. And the $12,000 fine was probably a little too less because you see players get fined for more for dancing. And this
That's
motherfucker,
Trent Williams.
and that's Trent Williams. He
His
knows
contract is 15. If his contract is 12M or 15M a year, damn near.
right.
That's not hurt his pocket.
It's not. He's about to go buy a fucking chain.
He's not gonna learn from. He's not gonna learn from that. He's not gonna learn from that. He's not gonna like, oh, I'm gonna remember next time. I'm not. Oh, next time I'm gonna make sure I really slam you because I'm gonna find 12,000. I'm gonna do more than just slamming you. I'm gonna make sure I really hurt you because I'm gonna pay you. I'm gonna pay you anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead. You want 12 bands? I got you.
Let's
I'm
make
gonna
it
make sure I
30.
rip your head off.
Oh,
Let's make it 30 because I'm gonna rip your head. I'm gonna rip your head off. I'm gonna pull up. What's the dude name? Damian Hammond one time. I forgot the dude name. Dom was passed away on the field. I'm gonna go ahead and just put you out since we want to go there. Like, come on. That was crazy, bro. I was really frustrated that day. I was looking at him like, what are you thinking about, bro? Like I said, I don't know if it's vaccine, temper. Y'all not thinking right. Y'all not acting like a normal human being.
Right.
You
And
know what I'm saying? Like,
so with Trent Williams, so let's get off Trent for a second. We ain't got the Eagles. We ain't got these two Eagles fans a little ramped up. You know, it's all good. Hopefully we see them again next year. Hopefully it's in the playoffs again and we'll be healthy. But to mention the Raiders though, so you had this come out with the Raiders today. And I don't know if y'all are able to see that. Once again, let me go.
hold on. You a Niners fan?
Yeah. You ain't telling that, Lamar?
Bob, yeah.
You ain't see the hold on.
Niner faithful.
We rep the Bay
All
out.
right. Can we
Hey,
like 1
YC.
second? Hold on.
At least you're not a Cowboy fan.
You know,
Watch that I respect that. But if you watch the game, I just want to just recap one time.
Yeah.
Did you give any type of credit to my offense?
No, I feel like the Niners did a pretty good job on stopping them. To be honest, they was shutting them down for the most part until the defense kept getting the ball, or the offense kept getting stopped at the 50-yard line, 40-yard line, punting the ball off. You getting Jalen Hurts the ball at what, the 60, or not 60? You know, the 45, 50.
How many plays were your linebacker lost?
Bro, you acting like there was no. I don't even want to talk about this game no more. The game is over with.
No. We're having a conversation. I just want to recap real quick because now that I know you, now that I know that you're a Niners fan, I just want to like understand. Because I was trying to break it down to a Niners fan, and the way of understanding it was not like I was confused.
Without a quarterback,
you watch film.
None of that game matters.
Okay, do you watch film or you just watch the game? Like you just like
I'm not watching every.
Oh, okay. Yeah, never mind. You got it.
Well, I did, but I did see. I already know what you're about to talk about. Where Fred Warner got, he got fucked up by Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts ran out to the outside. He was about to go. He got stopped. He got froze. I did see that. I understand that. I'm not gonna say that
it was at least 3-4 times he was just standing there. Have you ever seen a grown man in the middle of the field just standing there looking around like stuck? This is not Pop Warner. This is the NFL. I've never seen that in my entire life. I thought it was Madden for a second. The dude was stuck. I thought the remote was dead. He was just standing there. The dude was like this the whole time. He was like this the whole time. Full play was going on. I'm not. Hey, bro, you gonna move? You gonna like react to that?
We gonna see Chiefs.
Never mind.
We gonna see Chiefs week. I probably got Eagles this week though. I ain't gonna lie. Eagles probably about to take it.
That's easy. We winning that game. We all honestly, either we're gonna blow them out or we're gonna win that game.
Like by what? Like
this is why I'm saying that.
Like a
no.
No.
We're gonna win. We're gonna win the game, but at least 10 points, or we're gonna blow them out. This is why I'm saying that.
10 point. I think that's. If
Pat 10 point, that's a good game.
Pat Mahomes gonna be healthy next week though.
Yes, but Pat Mahomes' offensive line hasn't played. The defensive line that has 78 sacks throughout the year.
That's true. How many did Tampa have when they played against them last year? I know Tampa defensive line was filthy. Or was that last year?
Exactly.
2 years ago.
Yeah, that was 2 years ago. Yeah, that was 2 years ago.
And Pat
But
Mahomes, he's putting on
again,
a show with no offensive line.
and he was running around all day,
And his
and he
receivers
was
was
fully
dropping the
healthy.
balls all game.
And he was fully healthy then.
Yeah, that's true. He was fully healthy.
Now he's not fully healthy. On top of the fact that he got to go in against the number one sack defense almost since the '85 Bears, and you got to remember, I have corners that can actually guard you 1-on-1.
Yeah.
I have two corners. I have two Pro Bowl corners that can actually guard those decent receiver, Marquez Valdez, Scanless, whatever you thinking, MBS. I'm like, why y'all calling him MBS? That was a corny ass nickname. Change that. I'm watching ESPN Network, First Take, Undisputed, MBS. I'm confused. I'm like, what are they talking about? Marquez Valdez.
What are they talking about?
When has he ever been MDS? When this happened? When was he ever in MDS? So again, he's not a threat. We're not worrying about that. Travis Kelce is not fully healthy, but by the time we get to the game, we should have at least a decent safety on him. He's getting double team. You have to double team. He's the best talent. He's the best talent in the league. I can't even argue. I can't argue with that. Best talent in the game. Period. The double team Travis Kelce. The running game is not happening.
All right, so
Mahomes gonna be running around all day.
We're gonna see what's gonna happen next week. But looking forward, we had Josh Jacobs today. And with Josh Jacobs, let me see if y'all see that? Yeah, y'all can. So with Josh Jacobs, this came out today. So Raiders running back Josh Jacobs said he hasn't talked with the team about contract negotiations, but expects him to start this start next week. I asked him if he would have issue with being franchise tagged if they can't come up to a multi-year contract agreement. His response is heroes turn villain. So what do y'all think is Josh Jacobs is talking about like that? Because my take on it was he's ready to hold out. He's ready not to play a single snap if he's not paid. He's not playing under that franchise tag. Running back, that's dangerous. You get hurt this next year, you're not getting paid after that. But what was your take on Lamar?
My take on that was I think maybe like you said, he was maybe ready to, when you say heroes turn villain, I think maybe he was looked at in the locker room as like, a guy that's, always coming to work, ready to work. Always, just a good teammate. Never, really a problem in the locker room. But I feel like now he might become a villain, such as like he might become a problem in the locker room. He might, not practice, or he might not, do the right things. So maybe that's the case, or villain as in too, maybe, I don't know, this could be a stretch, but maybe like a villain on the field, maybe like he can just, just maybe go out there and ball out and maybe earn the contract. That's maybe what he's trying to say too.
Yeah, you think so that he'll feel okay with playing with the Raiders, and that's what he meant, that he's just gonna be a beast on the field. I thought he was a beast on the field this year.
That's not what he meant. Clearly, when he said hero turned to a villain, he's pretty much telling the Raider Nation, Raider organization, he was a hero to you guys, and now he's going to turn into a villain because he's not going to play off this franchise tag.
Not playing. So give me the money.
Yeah. So I'm saying I'm about to turn into a villain. I'm a hero to you guys, and you guys not appreciating the type of work I'm putting in, the type of accomplishment I'm putting in. So I'm about to turn into a villain. I'm about to show up, or if I show up, I'm about to be a headache. If I show up, I'm about to give him my full effort. Yes, what I'm saying, till I get paid. Period. I'm not. Oh, I'm probably going. I feel like he's going to either end up sitting out to training camp or probably the first game till they get paid. Because as a running back, just like you said, as a running back, it's not smart to even put yourself in that circumstances. You're not going to come back from that.
Right.
Like,
especially a running back.
Not going to replace that. Yeah, that's an easy position to replace.
So what do y'all see the Raiders doing? What is the best interest for them? Because, they got to get ready for this quarterback market. They got to get ready for a lot of other pieces they need on the squad. So it could be kind of hard. I got to pay this running back all this full load of money when I got to fill in all these other pieces. And running backs, they seem pretty expendable. You could fill up another one up in there. And then you mentioned it, Lamar last week. They got a solid running back in the backfield. They already drafted a running back this past offseason in White. So what's the move with the Raiders? Exactly. So what's the move with the Raiders now?
Yeah, so my opinion with the Raiders, I think they will go. Maybe they might definitely give Zamir White a chance, especially, obviously that's what the preseason is for. We able to see guys, earn their stripes. But maybe they even draft a running back. Running backs can be found in the 4th, 5th round, 3rd round. Maybe they can go get a free agent running back. There's a lot of free agent running backs that, are not going to get paid. Shit, who knows? Miles Sanders. Hopefully, knock on wood, we pay that man. But shit, he might be on the market. There's a few big time running backs that are really good running backs that might be on the market. Kareem Hunt, I think, might be tradable. Might for a small price. I want to say.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Shit, you never know. Ezekiel Elliott might get cut. You never know. Zeke, shit, there's a couple of guys out there. So they might, yeah. So Raiders, I think they can go with the young running back, but also too just to kind of have some veteran leadership back there and some experience. They can go get a free agent running back at a lower price for like a 1-year deal.
I mean, honestly, what you're saying, I get what you're saying, but for a Raider, I feel like they might keep him because of the fact that if Derek Carr doesn't stay,
Mhm.
they have nothing to sell the fan. Like they just open a franchise, they just build that whole team, they just build they build a whole new stadium. They got to fill to this fan. They got to sell tickets.
They got Devontae.
Josh Jacobs, Well, who's throwing him the ball? Unless you're getting Aaron Rodgers, are you getting Aaron Rodgers?
That's still
If you're not getting Aaron Rodgers, who's getting Devontae the ball? And if you're not getting Devontae the ball, how you selling the game without having the show? Who's the
fact.
show? Who's your hero? Josh Jacobs. And if you're not paying your hero, you're gonna turn into a villain. And y'all gonna be going into a whole hell next year. It's gonna be even worse. And y'all been in the black hole for forever. Y'all might stay in the black hole. Who knows?
I think he just explained that perfectly. I think you did. And so I wanted to going from there. You just brought up Rodgers, and then Rodgers went golfing today, and I got some clips from Rodgers. Let me pull these up real quick.
You don't never know what he's saying though. Like Aaron Rodgers, you don't never know what he's saying though. You can watch all his clips. You still confused.
True that.
Man, they got a bunch of boot swings.
Facts. And so this is the first clip with Aaron Rodgers. This is what he ended up saying. So
Aaron, hey, I heard Devontae's looking for a neighbor, bro.
Come buy me a house. Got that money.
In that first clip, right? So in that first clip right there, they said Devontae Adams, or he said, look, the fan said Devontae wants you to be in Las Vegas. He said, well, tell Devontae Adams to buy me a house now, which was kind of funny because Aaron Rodgers just got way more money than Devontae. He got 240 whatever mil to stay with the Packers. But it's looking like it could really happen now. Aaron Rodgers, they asked him a lot of questions about the Raiders today, and each one, he smiled. He gave him a good looks. They asked him at the end, they said, what's the most team that you can see yourself going to? He said, I'm not going to say anything crazy, but the fans, they've been saying a lot of stuff about Devontae wants me to come back to Las Vegas, and I don't know. I'm just having a good time around it. So what's the possibilities now, YC?
And Rodgers is not going to leave 53M on the table for no reason. And y'all got to remember, he has a no trade clause on his contract. He has to actually sign off him getting traded.
That's true. So you don't think he would want to go and play in Las Vegas?
It's 53 M's. You think he's going to let it go 53 M's? He's almost 40 years old. He's about to retire. Unless and Rodgers doesn't give me the impression he's trying to win. He doesn't give me the impression that he's trying to win.
Well, what about
if he was trying to?
So what about in this clip right here? This is him again, and they actually say Raiders once again, and this is him walking.
Morning.
Oh.
Raiders. Raiders.
You see that big smile on him?
Yeah.
So that's
I gotta remember. Though. Aaron Rodgers he's like Jerry Jones. He's a salesman, marketing. In the off season, he has to be marketable. He has to stay relevant. Whatever he has to do to keep y'all entertained as fans, for y'all as a Green Bay fan, for y'all to be a headache. You know what, Aaron? Please don't leave us. Please. You gotta remember, he's a mind. He like playing with mind games. You know what he's doing right now. Right now, all Green Bay Nation is all frustrated. Guess what? They want him to leave, right? Now that he's back entertaining the Raiders, comments, the Raiders fans. I'm pretty sure right now they're calling him in the office. Oh no, we're gonna talk about you staying. How we're gonna rework this whole contract thing. And trust me, you know what he's doing. He just want to stay relevant, be talked about. He's not leaving 53M on the table. I'm telling you, he's not doing that.
That's the only thing that you think is holding Rodgers back from leaving Green Bay. Is just that money? Because like you said, he's already made all this money throughout his career. He's about to be 30-something years old. He's won all this. Why would he care about the money when he wants to get a champ. He needs a championship. He only has one championship. Once he retires, he's gonna have a whole lot of money waiting for him. You know how many people's gonna want him in TV deals? He has a deal with Jeopardy lined up. He has hella shit. Why would he care about that little 44
State
deal
Farm.
to go get a championship? State Farm.
How long ago did he win a championship?
It's been what, since 2009? He's won a championship. 2010.
Yeah, like 10 years. Yeah.
What year is this?
10 years.
What year is this?
2023. Going on 2024.
You think if he wanted to win, you don't think he would have left 5 years ago?
I mean, it's a different.
You don't think he would have left
5 years ago now?
You don't think he left last year?
No.
Tom Brady was Tom? The reason why Tom Brady left, he was winning, and he also left because that situation was not appealing to him. If he wanted to win, Aaron Rodgers was wanting to win. First of all, if you wanted to win, you cannot put your team in the cap space where it's like they can't make no move. You take all the cap space. You got most of the money.
Right.
That's true.
We can't work around your contract to sign no type of free agent. And on top of that, you play in Wisconsin. Nobody want to live in Wisconsin. Nobody want to play there. You arrogant, you selfish, all you think about is yourself. You're not really thinking about winning, because if you did, you would have been the move. You would have kept Greg Jennings. You would have kept that. We could go back 10, 15 years ago, and when Aaron Rodgers, if you wanted to win, he would have made things happen already.
That's true. But
everybody that plays with him,
they said he could be open and renegotiating his contract and taking a little bit less money if that means he could get to Vegas. But I don't know how much less he's going to be willing to take. You got to remember, he's making a big lump sum. So, less is more than most.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but honestly, between me and you, what Vegas has to offer?
Party. Man, you
like,
gotta get some deals down there.
I'm getting back with my old buddy. I'm not going to win. I'm not being Pat Mahomes, Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow, his defense is not elite.
Yeah, he's not. But how many draft picks do you let's say this? How many draft picks would it take to get Rodgers? Because you're gonna need to draft defense, you're gonna need to bring some free agents. And like you said, his defense is not elite, but let's say he takes a pay cut, he does make it to the Raiders. A lot of people want to play with Rodgers. They already got Devontae. Now they're okay. Now we just need some defensive players. They might be opening to sign him with Las Vegas.
Yeah, but then again, it's like this. You got to remember, if people wanted to play with Aaron Rodgers, they would have made the sacrifice. They was trying to sign Odell Beckham. Why didn't they do that when he was
cold
fully
as fuck out in Green Bay? Damn, we black people.
Again,
it's cold.
Again. So Devontae Adams was playing excellent football down there in Wisconsin. I guess he's not black, huh?
That's not what I meant. I meant leaving your team and going to sign over there in free agency.
Like again, Aaron Rodgers is not concerned about winning.
I feel what you're saying, Darren, but what shit, they not supposed to have a team? Somebody got to play. Shit, the league is like 90% black. So what it seems like, so shit, either they move the team from Green Bay or they put a damn dome over it or something, because like Green Bay is a great organization. They're one of the only organizations that's not owned by like an actual person. I think the city owns them or whatnot. So they don't have.
Which is kind of bad in a sense. I don't mean to cut you off, because think about it. They only almost like I can only remember like 3 quarterbacks they had in their franchise. Why is that?
Well, you got Brett Favre, you got Aaron Rodgers,
Bob Starr,
and who else?
Brett Favre has 1 ring. He been there for almost 10, 15 years. Aaron Rodgers got 1 ring. He been there almost 10, 15 years. Why is that?
Most quarterbacks only have 1 ring, 1 to 2, 3 rings. But
they don't stay with their franchise more than 10 years with that 1 ring.
Yeah, and plus all the weapons they did have throughout the years. They had great coaches throughout the years. They had
how many receivers? You know how many receivers came out of Green Bay?
Donald Driver, Greg Jennings,
Jordan Nelson, all of like
Jordan Nelson.
Like, but Aaron Rodgers is not concerned about winning, because if he was concerned about winning, you would have made a lot of moves already.
That's true.
Like, he's not concerned right now. Like I said, he's like Jerry Jones. He's like Dallas Cowboys. In the offseason, he wants to be talked about because there's no football. You're gonna be doing commercials, and you're gonna find something to be talked about. You're gonna entertain you guys with a bunch of BS. Oh, y'all want to talk about the Raiders? Let's talk about the Raiders. I'm gonna get back on my Jeopardy show with Mac, Pat McAfee. I'm gonna make fun with you guys. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not really about winning at all. I don't see him trying to win. I don't.
Okay, so let's say he doesn't want to go to the Raiders because there's other teams that are, they have trade pieces too. You could bring up the Cowboys. You just brought them up. They looking for a quarterback too.
Jets.
Dak Prescott's mentioned, he's not the guy. And I wouldn't, you got a guy up in there, and Jerry Jones, Uncle Jerry, he controls everything. He would love to have a guy like Aaron Rodgers up in there. Could that happen?
Definitely. But if he wants to win, if he wants to win, he got to go to the Jets or the Dallas Cowboys.
Not the
That's
Jets.
if he wants to win.
Not winning with the Jets.
First of all, the Jets defense is elite.
It's elite, yeah. But what about, didn't they just fire the offensive coordinator or offensive? Who they just fired?
They just hired. They hired Nathaniel Hackett, which who used to be the OC at for Green Bay, but he did get fired from Denver.
They couldn't even move the ball more than 5 yards.
But they do have the relationship. Hackett and and Rodgers. Rodgers has his best seasons with Hackett as his coach. So
I gotta remember too though, like the Jets was barely moving the ball in the offense because they had a quarterback that was really immature. Like that was not studying the playbook. That was not studying the playbook. That was not invested, into the playbook. When Zach Wilson came in there, he was moving the ball.
My bad to cut you off, YC, but I gotta remember too, the Jets was 4-2 at one point. It was 4-2.
Yeah, they was looking great.
Because that defense, I like 49ers. That's the only reason why y'all was at where y'all at. Because y'all defense. That's why DeMeco Ryan got a job. Because y'all defense.
But
carried y'all throughout the years.
You didn't see the offensive coordinator get a job.
So you don't see Kyle Shanahan doing all these crazy ass plays, and that's why. Because
how are you doing crazy plays? Hold on, Savage. You have 4 all-star players on your offense.
Right.
George Kittle, right? The running back McCaffrey, right? Debo Samuel, right? You got Brandon Ayuk, right? That's damn near 4 Pro Bowlers. You run a screen and drag, and they're taken to the crib. That's not you making plays. That's them making plays. I'm throwing drag, and I'm throwing slant plays. I'm throwing screen. I'm throwing bubble screen. That's not you being elite. That's you putting the ball into your playmakers, and they're making plays for you.
So
you know what I'm saying?
So you don't see Purdy getting all these wide open receivers because of what the play drawing up. You don't be seeing that. You don't see all these jet sweeps that nobody able to do.
If you watch the game,
right?
You watch the 49ers game when all y'all quarterbacks got hurt and Brock Purdy was taking over. Right. I was running a bunch of slants, bubble screens, and y'all will take one shot deep here and there with George Kittle. Here and there.
That's always been our offense. No matter what quarterback we have.
You want to know why? Because all your 3 quarterbacks are regular dudes. They're dick and dunks.
None of them are elite yet.
Dick and dunks.
Trey Lance is a rookie, basically a rookie.
You got
Brock Purdy, that's is a rookie. Yeah. Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah.
So all baby quarterbacks, and then you got Jimmy Garoppolo.
Let me break it down for you. Jimmy Garoppolo is the game manager. You know that. I know that. That's why Patriots let him go.
That's not why Patriots let him go.
You realize that, right? Let him go. That's why Patriots let him go. The reason why y'all didn't win the Super Bowl with him because he was a game manager. The time to make a throw to Emmanuel Sanders, he missed him. He's the game manager. He's not no deep ball.
Just ass.
No, he's not ass. He's not ass because he can actually take it to the playoffs. He can actually take it to the playoffs.
This last season was his best season with the Niners ever. He only got to play like 12 games.
How when he took it to the Super Bowl a couple years ago?
Because like you said, he didn't take us to the Super Bowl. The defense did. You just said that. The offense wasn't doing the run game.
So you're making my point. Okay. So if the run game is carrying him, so your defense was elite, which is why you was 12-4. So it's not Brock Purdy.
We don't have no run game. We don't have no crazy ass run game.
You do have a running game. You have Christian
No.
McCaffrey.
Kish,
You have Christian
McCaffrey, a
McCaffrey.
lot of the shit was like little
You have
screen
Debo
passes to
Samuel.
him, little
And
toss,
Elijah
like
Come
Mitchell.
on.
Elijah
No,
Mitchell was
Elijah
there.
Mitchell.
Elijah barely played all season.
Do you know? Do you
Yeah.
know? Do you know what that means when you get the ball behind the line of scrimmage?
Okay, it does count as a run, but it's not a run. It counts technically as a run.
That was your run game. Because your offensive line was not that elite.
But
That
if you
was
look
your
at
run game.
2019, we could literally do all that and run any way of direction. We had all that and some.
2019.
The Super Bowl season you was
2019.
talking about that you just compared
Yeah,
that
it's something
season to.
2019. Because y'all 2019, y'all things were a lot different. You had a decent quarterback.
That's what
Jimmy
I'm saying. It
Garoppolo
was
is
a
a
lot
game
different.
manager.
If anything, Jimmy Garoppolo was in a better position. I can't say he was in a better position, to be honest. I can't because now
He
you got
was.
Purdy
He
with all
was.
these
He
weapons.
was. No. He was because he was one throw away from winning y'all the Super Bowl.
That's true. Literally, all he had to do
Literally.
was make the throw. He overthrew it by 4
Literally.
yards.
Literally. That's it.
Wide
Y'all would have won
open.
that game.
Man, that's why I
Literally.
don't.
And that's why he's back to the game manager. He's not an elite passer. We know him as managing the game. And if he gets lucky, you get lucky. Just like
All right,
Brock
come on,
Purdy.
let's get
Game
off that nigga
manager.
Jimmy G.
So what is
Nigga
Trey
Jimmy G,
Lance?
man.
What is Trey Lance? So you say
What was
Brock
that?
Purdy? Brock Purdy's a game
Well,
manager. So is
Trey Lance,
Trey.
Trey Lance, honestly, I told Lamar this a couple months ago. He remind me of literally a Jimmy Garoppolo. Colin Kaepernick 2.0.
Okay, that's fair, but better, right?
Like like better thrower of the ball.
Okay,
Better
that's
thrower
how
of the ball. As far as athletic wise, I haven't seen it yet because he hasn't played that many games yet. Better thrower of the ball. But he remind me of a better athlete, like a better Colin Kaepernick. A better thrower of Colin Kaepernick.
and
But
that
besides that, I don't see. No, that can win you games with that defense you have. Now you just lost a big piece of your defense, which is your defensive coordinator.
Okay, so
Who's
what do
gonna
you see?
who's
What do
gonna
you see? So since you see Colin Kaepernick in him, what do you see in Jalen Hurts?
Jalen Hurts is we still trying to find out
That's
what
from
it
Georgia.
is because no, I don't. The reason why I can't compare Jalen Hurts really to any quarterback because his game is different. Every game we don't know what you're gonna get from him. We might run all game, we might pass you all game. You don't know what you're gonna get. So we pretty much play off whatever the defense do. Y'all want to stop the pass, we're gonna run. Y'all want to stop the run, we're gonna pass. And he could do either or. The reason why I can't compare him yet to anybody because he's coming to himself. He's still trying to like find himself. You know
And
what I'm saying? But I'll take him over all your quarterbacks, all three of them,
I would too, because they're all
because
young right now. They all young, but if you give me a
not
couple
not
years, I
only
might take
that,
Trey over him.
not only that, he no. The reason why I think he's better because he protects the football. As a quarterback, as long as your turnover ratio is not high, we can work with you. We
Well,
can work
then
on your
Trey Lance he came out of
mechanical.
college just like that, no turnovers.
Who?
Trey Lance 0 turnovers in college, 33 touchdowns, 0 interception.
He barely plays in the NFL. We talk about the NFL level. We not, and he played in the Division 3 college. He was playing with Carson Wentz College. With
That was the only player
North
that done
Dakota
it. Still,
State.
no players ever done it in
Me
that.
too.
Hella players have done it. You had Carson Wentz just playing it. Carson Wentz threw like 10 interceptions that year when he was playing over there.
We're talking about a D2 leverage competition.
Bro, interceptions are interceptions. You could go any level of college. People are throwing interceptions. It don't matter. It's not
Yes,
hard to fuck up one
but
time.
yes, it matters because competition matters.
It
That's
do
why
matter
that's
though,
where
because
you
if
are.
they playing
It
against the
does
University of
matter.
Competition
Georgia's
matters.
and Florida's and the
Yeah,
USC's
like
and
it
Five
will not be the
Stars,
same. Competition matter.
It does
Competition matter. The
matter.
competition you play matter.
But that doesn't mean that he can't fuck up and throw an interception, misread a
I'm not.
read.
I'm not saying he was not fucking up. But what I'm saying is his college career is not. He only has one correct. He has 1 year of college career, which is that elite.
Right.
Besides that, his NFL career is real short. You don't have enough film on Trey Lance to be trying to compare him to a Jalen Hurts.
Not at
Jalen
all.
Hurts has proven. He has film and he has history.
True. You can't compare him. You can't.
Yeah, like come
Yes,
on, like
D-Money shit. Bama shit.
and on top of that, he has something that you can't coach, which he doesn't turn over the ball. That's something that all quarterback don't have. In for the last year, he been in the league for almost what 3 years now. He has less than 15 turnover
And he's a
But
for the
coach's
last two
kid.
years.
And he's a
didn't
coach's
Lamar
kid.
start off his career like that too, though? Or am I wrong? Didn't Lamar
Huh?
start off with like his turnover ratio was pretty great?
Lamar turnover ratio is not the same as Jalen. Jalen Hurts has the highest turnover ratio since he is in the league.
Right. But I'm saying when
And
Lamar,
that's also because we run the ball also a lot. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? And when he throws the ball, it doesn't throw the ball in harm's way. It doesn't throw the ball. It's like most of his turnover is literally like a player dropping the ball or somebody making a bonehead play. That's most of his turnovers. Literally, like AJ Brown got snatched up the ball out of his hand. Quest Watkins dropped the ball. Literally, like in his basket. That's not like, you know what I'm saying? That's things that happen about mistake about a receiver, not the quarterback's fault. And when your quarterback is somebody that doesn't put the ball in arm's way, you can work towards around everything else. And you can build with that. And
so
with that elite defense that you have, you can definitely get somewhere with that. Win championship. As,
so
as we about to do next week.
lastly, let's say the Chiefs they're able to contain Jalen Hurts. I was saying to Lamar, they're probably not going to be able to, but it's possible if they're able to stop him from running the ball. Right? Do you feel confident in Jalen Hurts making the throws and staying back there in the pocket?
Yes. You wanna know why?
He hasn't done it yet.
No, yes. Yes.
Yeah, he
He
stayed the
has
whole game,
games
just pocket
where
passing all game, not scrambling, no running like
no,
Pat Mahomes just did.
yes, he can. You wanna know why? Because the Kansas City defense DBs, they're still rookies, they're not elite. I
True.
have two 1,000 receivers. And I also have an elite tight end. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So pick your poison. You're not gonna double team AJ Brown. And if you do, Dallas Goddard gonna eat all day.
Yeah.
You're not gonna double team Dallas Goddard. Devonta Smith gonna eat all day. What you gonna do? Stop the pass? We're gonna run. We're gonna run all day. And Jalen Hurts gonna run you with the read option all day. By the time
And
fourth quarter, third quarter get here, Chris Jones, and Brandon Clark gonna be tired because they're gonna try to read the read option all day.
all of our we don't got
Jason,
power backs, bro. All of our running backs is speedy, bro. Like they can bounce it to the outside. You feel
Chippy.
me? And then if they do run it between the tackles, this is the last game, bro. We know Jalen Hurts was dealing with an injury, but it's the last game, bro. Jalen Hurts, he has that mindset. He
He's
knows this. We
fine.
ain't got to even know.
He's fine.
Like
Also,
he knows.
that injury is not as significant as Mahomes' injury.
Right. Right.
Mahomes, he moved around. He needs his ankle. So it's a matter of Bernard Graham or Josh Sweat or Hassan Reddick getting them one good time. It's a wrap.
Re-aggravates it.
Literally, it's a wrap. And you already know Hassan Reddick and Josh Sweat, they're coming up the edge. You're not just coming in to play what you could have 10 plus sacks.
And
To
don't
show
even
you that.
forget, bro. Why I say you tripping? Don't forget that nigga Javon Hargrave. He coming right up that middle for you.
I even look. I was going to break it. See, I was. You got to go off the edge and you got to go to the middle. You got to break it down. So I got Fletcher Cox. I got Javon Hargrave. I got Lindell Joseph. I got Edmund Kasu. And I still have a rookie, Jordan Davis, who barely even played.
Damn.
Who barely even played.
And Robert Quinn coming off
You're
injury.
not running the ball on us. So what are you going to do? You're going to pass the ball. You're going to double team Travis Kelce, and whatever you want to MVS, whatever you want to call him. We're going to put Darius Slay or James Bradbury on him for the game. Kelce got two player on him. Mike Epps and CJ Gardner-Johnson going to be guarding him. We're going to smack him anything in the middle. He's not going deep. We're going to pick that off.
Pick that off. Easy.
What you want to do? Avante Mattis is going to be in the middle on the slot corner. He's going to be guarding anything that's coming short.
Y'all do gotta remember
what you want to do?
You gotta remember too, Kaiser White. You know he did play DB when he first came into the league. I saw he's elite. He's an elite linebacker, so he can definitely guard Travis Kelce too.
Listen. Travis Kelce is the only person we got to worry about. And I said we're gonna double team him. We're not gonna let him just go out there, go out fun all day. I don't think for a second
Harmon, he's out
Mahomes,
this week too, or
yeah,
next week.
And
Juju
Kadarius
Smith,
Toney.
Juju Smith hurt, and the running back Tony he hurt.
The whole
And
Chiefs will
He
be
left
rolled
it.
up.
we gotta worry about McKinnon.
Eh,
But what am I? I'm not
I think y'all
McKinnon. That's
handle that.
not
Y'all can
yeah.
handle that slight work.
You say easy dub. It's like here. You cannot. You can't mess it up. That's what I'm saying. Either we're gonna beat them by 10 points or we're gonna blow them out.
Yeah, it's
And
Eagles
the only
games
reason
to
why
lose. Eagles games to lose if
the
they
only
do.
reason why I think that we're gonna blow them out, and knock on wood, I do not wish anything on Pat Mahomes. But if we knock him out, the game's over. We about to have a
Of
fucking
course, you want to knock out a quarterback.
bro. We about to have a fucking parade, bro.
Jeez. He said Philly needs the
Now, this-
Philly needs the Chiefs to run. The Chiefs about to air that bitch out. Philly corners kind of buns. Okay,
Who
Kind
said
of
that?
buns. Are you? Who said
That's-
that?
this is in the chat room, bro.
Man, tell them to hop on the
Uh,
live. Stop playing.
Hold on. My corners, I have a one All Pro corner. I have two Pro Bowlers. Who's the bum? My safety left the league in picks. He missed half the year. Who's the bum? My slot corner is top 5 in the league in stats ratio. Who's the bum?
We is coming from. It's a Raider fan saying this.
That explains
You
it.
got it.
Sounds all right.
You got it.
Sounds
You
all
got
right.
it. Tell him we said he got it. You right.
He can hear you.
He has a lot more.
Uh,
Can you hear us?
Hey, yep. Hey, y'all got it.
He said, "Of
You
course,
got
Philly,
it.
of course, Philly fans gonna say they ain't ass."
Nah. Okay, listen. I will say, listen. If I'm weak, I will tell you I'm weak. Check your stats before you speak, because I go off facts and film.
Oh, that's a bar.
I can break
That's a bar.
film.
That was poetry, nigga. That was poetry.
That was a bar.
We can watch film. We can break it down film, or we can break it down numbers. However you want to do it. My corners are Pro Bowlers and All Pro. My safety missed half of the year. He still led the league with the picks. My slot corner is top 5 ratio in guard. Any type of receiver, corner, slot, you can name it. He's the top 5 in the ratio. My slot corner. And he missed almost half the year. He was in and out every game. My linebackers each have almost 100 tackles each. For sure. My defensive line has 78 sacks. We like them in the 85 Bears. For sure.
This nigga said
Our stats matches that.
that. So
The 85 Bears, we have more sacks than them. I'm just going off stats.
yeah.
I'm not going off. I go off stats. I don't argue with people because I love the Eagles. This is my team. No, I go off stats and film. We can break film down.
yeah.
And then let it be known, and let it be known, YC. Stats don't lie.
Stats don't lie and film don't lie. Film, your eyes work. Unless you're blind or you have a contact issue, then we can, we can work with you. But we can see it and we can call it like it is. Last week, we talked about the 49ers defense is the elite, the best linebackers in the league. First play, you got what's his name? Fred Warner got hit in his mouth. Boom, he was out for the first play. Next play, for the whole game, the dude was playing tunnel game. I've never seen a linebacker, all pro linebacker, in the middle of a play, standing there, literally standing there. Full play. I've never seen that. I'm 27 years old. I've been watching football for a long time. I've been playing football for a long time. I've never seen the all-pro linebacker just sit there, watch the play go on, and just didn't move. It happened more than 3 times on live television. Come on, bro. And you talk about the Chiefs? Who? Name me one linebacker as good as Fred Warner.
Exactly.
Name me one linebacker as good as Fred Warner with the Chiefs.
Come on, Darren.
You can't.
You can't.
Name me. Besides Chris Jones, do you ever got a Nick Bosa?
Frank Clark.
Huh? Fred,
Ain't even got a
Fred
Charvarius
Cox is now
Ward.
is now on Nick Bosa level now. Calm down. He's not Nick Bosa.
No,
Nick Bosa
he's
had
not
them
a
out
goalie.
19 sacks. Chris
Charvarius
Jones.
Ward, they ain't got one.
Chris Jones is really nice. But I guess you got to remember, I have an all-pro center with an all-pro guard. He's not gonna be out of the free lane. You're gonna double team him. You wanna go. You wanna go on the edge. I have an all-pro right tackle who's playing with an abdomen pain, and he's still haven't given up the sack yet. I cannot believe this. The dude has had pain throughout the playoff, and he still hasn't given up a sack yet. Can you believe?
He said, "Oh, if the Niners defense is really that elite, then why did the Raiders put 30 points up on them?"
Again, the comment, like they gotta like come on, like they gotta make sense. They gotta make sense. They can't just be throwing a bunch of things out there without making sense. I can break film, I can break games, I can give you stats. We can get name by player. The weakest link on my defense, I'll tell you, Darius Slade. That's the weakest link on my defense. He's not consistent as a corner.
So why did the Raiders offense put up 30 against the Niners? Because that's what he's basically saying. The Niners defense they're weaker. The Raiders exposed them.
Which week is this?
He said, "What week is this?"
This is
Yeah.
That was this 3 weeks prior. That was like 3 weeks ago, week 17. Week 18. Yeah. Second to last game. Yeah, second to last game.
They put up 30 points on the Niners?
Yeah, they put up 30 points on the Niners. Then
I thought the Niners haven't give up more than 17 points for the last 12 games. What
that was like the one team they did. That was their week 17. And Stidham, that was Stidham's first game after they benched Derek Carr.
That's what I'm saying. That was their first game. That was their first game right early in the year. That wasn't towards the end of the year.
Nah, that was the second to last game.
This is when Derek Carr got benched and all that shit when happened. Then Stidham came in and balled out. Did you know that they have become a couple? No. This nigga be faded.
So hold on. So your question is, why did the Raiders play good against the Niners defense that day?
Exactly.
No, the question was he was just saying if the 49ers defense is so elite, then why did the Raiders put up 30 points against them?
Exactly.
Okay, you gotta remember, they're still NFL players. Like, we all get paid. At the end of the day, not because I'm not as good as you, or I don't dress as good as you. That day that you're not ready, I might take your lunch. That day that you're not ready, I might take your cookie. That day you're not ready. It don't matter how elite you is. If you're not ready, if you're not come prepared, I can go in and win. That happens in any NBA games, in any sports, in any sporting event.
Yeah, that was
it don't matter about the
one
time
that happened to us. So yeah, one time.
Yeah, like all year, y'all didn't give up almost 7. Y'all give up less than 20 points all year.
Yeah. And it's a new quarterback, and you feel me? They had a whole new game plan.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Bro, first of all, I'm pretty sure they came through that game. They wasn't even trying to play the Raiders. Week 17, y'all just benched Derek Carr. I'm trying to be healthy for the playoffs. You're not going to the playoffs. I'm going to the playoffs. This game don't matter. It doesn't affect my playoff seeding, my game, nothing. So I'm not worrying about the Raiders. I'm not going to see you in the playoffs. You're not even going in the playoffs. And tell them Raiders fans get up the comment. They're not relevant. They're still in the black hole. Hey, you can find the shade, the light.
Find the light. Hey, we're gonna end it right here. Then we've been live for an hour, and at the question of the day, let's make it. What do y'all want to make the question of the day? We got Josh Jacobs news. We got Aaron Rodgers news. We got NBA news. What's the question of the day? I'm gonna let y'all make
it.
I'll say it. Go ahead. You go ahead, Lamar.
I was gonna say maybe. Do you think Aaron Rodgers is gonna really consider going
to Vegas?
Is he gonna consider going to the Vegas Raiders, or is he just kind of throwing smoke screen out there, dude? Does he not really care about winning?
All right, y'all heard it right there. Let it be known if y'all think Aaron Rodgers is gonna end up leaving, or is he gonna end up staying? Does he care about the money? Is he gonna be a Las Vegas Raider? Let it be known. We gone.
Gone.
Adios.
That was